Our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, testified before the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and Related Agencies. It became pretty clear as she was interacting with the Democrat lawmakers that they were more interested in creating sound bites for social media than actually getting answers to any of the questions they were asking. Particularly, the interaction with Representative Madeline Dean of Pennsylvania became very hostile. So let's take a look.
Mrs. Dean.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member. Thank you, Ranking Member. Thank you, and welcome, Attorney General Bondi. I just wonder, sincerely wonder.
Okay, before she continues, was it just me, or was she repeating herself? Reminded me of a clip from the Today Show from a number of years back.
Good morning, everybody. In the news this morning, good morning.
All right, just had to get that out.
Do you hear how hollow your last words sound in light of the pardon of all of the January 6th people?
I mean, they're off to a great start now, right? This is like really how you make friends. Let's see where it goes.
Day one of this administration. I believe you're sincere. You want to protect law enforcement, but your principal, the president, pardoned every single one on January 6th. It rings hollow when you say these words, that if you spit on a police officer, we're going to go after you. Talk to my friends who are Capitol Police officers who were here, 5 of whom are no longer here. They are dead. And this administration, and I guess I want to ask you, did you have any advice for the president when he came forward with the blanket pardon on January 20th?
So already trying to trap her in something, and I mean, she's just getting going here.
What advice did you offer the president?
I am never going to talk about conversations, advice
Were you
in
asked
any
for-
way.
were you asked
I'm
for
never
advice?
going to talk about discussions I've had
Because
or have
you'll-
not had.
you'll
If
remember-
I can answer with the President of the United
Yes or no?
States.
Did you give him any advice? Yes or no?
I am not going to discuss any conversations
That's a
that
no.
I have had with it.
And
And you just put
your
words in
own
my
word,
mouth. I
but-
am not going to
See, there you go. She just like throws an answer in there for the soundbite.
No, I'm going to
discuss-
reveal your own words.
I am
Just a
not
moment.
going to
Please stop.
discuss
Please stop. This
conversations
is my
that I've
time.
had with the President of the United States.
Attorney-
She even called her out saying, you just put words in my mouth. But watch what she actually posted. Representative Dean here posted on social media.
Did you give him any advice? Yes or no?
I am not going to discuss any conversations
That's a
that
no.
I have had.
So right there, you saw it just ended the clip right there as soon as she said, that's a no. She knew she needed to cut that short and cut her off just so her team could go in there and produce the post on the X platform. Watch the rest of the questions she has here.
Ask me a
General,
question.
I would like to reclaim
and
the
you
last
asked
20
me to
seconds.
answer.
I have asked to reclaim my time. Please put 20 seconds back on the clock.
You have an extra 30.
If the general,
She answered and then answered it again and answered it again with a non-answer. I ask for your consideration
if the
of putting time
gentlelady
on.
will
You
let
got
the
30
witness
seconds
answer the
extra to begin
question,
with.
we will.
She
proceed.
answered it by saying no. Okay. The 3 hallmarks of this administration are incompetence, corruption, and cruelty. I'm going to focus today on corruption. And in my mind, there are 2 types of corruption: personal, and then the other I'm going to call public, governmental. Attorney General, have you ever been registered as an agent of a foreign principal under the Foreign Agents Registration Act?
I assume you're talking about when I represented the country of Qatar for a very short time.
answer
Hold
is
on.
no,
Hold
excuse
on.
me.
No.
No.
For anti-human trafficking for the World Cup. Anti-human trafficking
or
for the
no?
World Cup.
Attorney
you can't
General-
put words in my mouth.
No.
You want to talk about incompetence? You're the one that
Excuse
said
me.
Joe Biden on PBS was competent. You had to retract those words. So
Mr.
don't
Chairman-
talk to me.
This is beautiful. Didn't expect that to happen, right?
Don't insult me publicly.
This is so discourteous. This is so outside the committee's guidelines. Taking a personal shot at me while swiping at Biden?
So they're guidelines the committee has. It doesn't mean that the members will abide by them. They're just guidelines.
Very strange and very unprofessional of you. The answer is yes or no, and the answer is yes. You were registered as a lobbyist for Qatar. Is that correct? Yes. Never mind. Don't answer. Did you disclose that when you went before for the Senate for confirmation? Yes or no? No, it was not in your documents. The answer is no. President Trump,
This was
What's happening
discussed
here?
at my confirmation hearings in detail.
it was discussed, but you failed to bring up the conflict that you had. President Trump recently announced he'd accept that $400 million Qatar airplane because it was just prettier than the one he was flying around in. Is it true that you gave advice that this was legally permissible? Yes or no?
I will not discuss any advice that my Office of Legal Counsel gives to the President of the United States on any matter.
Executive privilege.
When you spoke before the Senate, you said you would ask for ethical advice. Did you recuse yourself from that issue?
And talking about unprofessional, you say the President wanted a jet because it's pretty?
Excuse
Come
me.
on, this is a Senate, this is
He
a
said it
congressional
himself.
hearing.
He said it himself. Let me go to April the 2nd. You're a part of this.
Now, I'll just say, people actually voted for her. They voted for this.
You know, the president has dabbled in meme coin. He had the DOJ, disband the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team. His son recently launched the Executive Branch Club, a private club with $500,000 memberships here in D.C. Any of this seem like it might be a problem, might be profiteering from the office, and maybe you and your ethics team might be concerned about these conflicts of interest, your own and the president and his family? Yes or no? Any concerns?
What I would be concerned about in Pennsylvania are all the child sex cases that we've prosecuted, all the CSAM cases that we've prosecuted.
Did you hear
in
my question?
Pennsylvania.
I
That's
asked
what
the
I would
witness
be
to
concerned
actually
about.
answer questions that
Look at the guy behind her smiling.
are asked.
Congresswoman Dean.
Chairman,
please let the witness answer the question.
she didn't. And I would like to ask you one more question. You're not just complicit in this, you're actively helping and profiting. Isn't it true that on April the 2nd, the same day that Trump announced his chaotic tariff regime that plummeted the stock market, you sold more than $1 million worth of your shares in Trump Media stock? Trump Media stock fell 13% in the following days. Seems you avoided that loss. Well done. I yield back.
May I answer that, Chairman? I complied with my ethics, and yeah, I would take a class in financial literacy if you think I profited from that, because I lost a tremendous amount of money. Congresswoman, and also on page 25 of my SJ2, it lists my involvement with Qatar for anti-human trafficking for the World Cup. Thank you.
Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And
Yeah, so Democrats are just off the charts crazy. And you could see the sound bites that they're just after. There's nothing else they've got. Just looking to get those posts. Maybe they get donations from folks over that. Got me. I don't know who's voting for her in Pennsylvania. So if you're in Pennsylvania, please think twice. Catch you guys later.